Hello, this is Mr. Agbamu Idonogwene. This was our last lesson on Friday, 30th of January 2026. All right, let's see the explanation and what we did on Friday. Now, looking at this, we did measuring perimeter and we looked at the definition of perimeter and how to measure perimeter of regular and irregular shapes. So let's go straight to the lesson. Okay, now definition of perimeter. We say perimeter is the distance around a shape. It is the outside boundary or edge of a plane shape. And the good examples I used that day in class, I used the fence of a land. So when you go through your boundary, that is the fence of your land. When you walk around it, you are actually walking around the perimeter. That means you are trying to know the total length that covers your land, which is the boundary surrounding your house or your land. So a good example again is your frame of your door or your window. Just get your tape, measure the length surrounding the door, starting from the top, the side, the other side, and the base. By the time you measure all the distance around it, you are doing perimeter measurement. So in today's class, we want to see how we can measure perimeter ourselves. When a shape is given to you in a question, how do you measure perimeter? So that's all we did in Friday's class. So don't forget that. To understand perimeter better, I used an applet. Let me show you the applet. It's just that I could not demonstrate it in some classes because of time. So this was the applet I used. I will still send the link to us in the classroom, in the Google Classroom, so that we can click and demonstrate it ourselves. So you see a tortoise here. By the time I click go, you see it's moving around. So this is one length, it has moved one. So this is two. It's like somebody going around the boundary of his land or going around his classroom. You see, this is one, it's going again two, it will rise, move to left now, three, then it will come down. So this is just perimeter you're actually doing. This perimeter. Okay, now it has stopped. So to get the perimeter of this square now, all you just need to do is to add this length. This is one, two, three. So this is three plus this is another one, two, three. So this is three plus three, six. Six plus three, nine. Nine plus three, 12. So the perimeter of this shape is 12 because you just move around 12 centimeter length. Something like this. So you move, this is three, which is three plus three again. So this is how we do perimeter. Then plus another 3 again, which is 9, then plus another 3 again, which is 12. So by the time you go around a shape, that is perimeter you are actually doing. That's why I say in the definition, that is why I say perimeter is the distance around a shape. So the distance surrounding a shape is perimeter. And to easily measure your perimeter is to take your ruler, your tape, get your length, and that is that. So this is just a demonstration I want. You can change the number of sides. Let me change it to, let me just say 6 sides. So this one will give us 6 sides. But let me clear first. You can open it wide here, then full screen, clear the screen. Okay, I've put it at 6. Distance remain 3. Okay, let me repeat it 12 times. Since 6 times 2 is 12, that means it will go around 2 times. So as you click on Go Turtle, I want you to have this applet. Just click on the link I will send so you can play around with it and understand perimeter your own way. So this is 1, 2, this is the third one, and 3. So it's going to turn 6-sided shape. That's a hexagon. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this perimeter is just doing one length, two length. No, this is 3 plus 3, 6 plus 3, 9 plus 3, 12 plus 3 again, that is 15, then plus 3, that is 18. So the perimeter of this shape is going to be 18. So take note of that. Take note of that. So that is all I want us to get from there. That's all I want us to get. Okay, we're just playing around with some things here. Okay, so you can get this applet as I said from the link. So remove your exit your full screen. Just click here. You go back to your work. So let's go back to our slide. Now that is the meaning of perimeter, the distance around a shape. You saw the way the turtle was just going around. So when you go around the fence of your land, that is actually the perimeter. When you go around the frame of your windows or the door, you just move around the frame of the door. That's actually perimeter. So take note of that. So this was a demonstration I did as example in class. I said the simplest way to find the perimeter of any shape is to measure it directly with ruler or tape. Now let's see this example. Remember in class I said we should draw any four-sided shape. So this is my four-sided shape, but I don't have ruler here. Let me go to the app I used that day, Smart Notebook. So I used Smart Notebook that day to do my demonstration. So just get your ruler. Let's close this. Just get your ruler, get your pencil, adjust your thickness. Okay. So then draw your four-sided shape. Okay. So just get this, draw straight. Just draw any four-sided shape. As you draw, don't forget to take the measurement. This is 5 point what? This is 5.567. This is 5.7. So just measure 5.7. Don't forget we are using centimeter ruler. So that is 1. Measure another side. Just come down. Draw another side. No, we are doing any four-sided shape. So let's draw this. Let me draw this one like this. So just draw any four-sided shape and measure it. So that is how we demonstrate perimeter. Don't forget to measure before you go to the next. So make sure your 0 is on the beginning of the line. This one is giving me 7 point. I'm getting 7.3 here. So that is that. You can do your own any length you like, just as a demonstration. Then let's measure another side. So just measure another side. Let me draw on this side. So if I draw this one down, so any four-sided shape, that was what I said. Okay, let me undo. Let me get the length before I go to the next. So putting this one at 0, this one is exactly 7. You can see it. This is 7. 7 is the middle here. So this is 7 centimeter. Then finally close the four-sided shape. Let me close my own. Okay, I need to come down a little. I need to go up a little. Okay. Yes. Okay, I'll need to turn a little now. Okay, so I've gotten what I need now. Just cover it now. Yeah, then take your ruler, measure the length. This is 0, 0 to, this is giving me 4.6. So remove your ruler. Let's take it to this side. So this is 4.6. 4.6 centimeter. Now, how do you calculate your perimeter? Now that I've measured my four-sided shape, I've used my ruler to measure it. So perimeter will be what now? So without wasting time, perimeter will be what? So add all the length around it. Remember the demonstration of the tortoise. It went around the plane shape. So 7.3 plus 7. Don't forget this one is the same thing as 0.0 plus, okay, I'm going around like this. So the next thing is 4.6. 4.6. So after 4.6, I have my 5.7. So plus 5.7. So 5.7. Then do your addition. That is all. That is perimeter. So it's 3 plus 0, 3, 9, 9 plus 7, that is 16. You put down 6, carry 1, put your point, don't forget. Let me erase that. The eraser and this thing is too big. Let me reduce it. It's too wide. Let's get our pencil again. Draw your line. Draw your line. So this is 7, 9 plus 7. That is 16. I have my 6 carry 1. Then 7 plus 7, 14. Don't forget the 1 is here. Plus 1, 15. Then 15 plus this 4 here. Okay, so 19 plus 5, I will get 25. So let's end this work here. Sorry, 24, not 25. 24. So 1, 8, 15, 19, 20, 24. So your final answer for your perimeter, which is P. P is going to be equals to 24, 24.6. And don't forget, we are working with centimeter. So 24.6 centimeter. So the perimeter of this shape now is 24.6 centimeter. So this is how you measure perimeter. Don't forget, take your ruler, measure the distance around the shape. That is all we are doing. Measure the distance around the shape with your ruler. By the time you finish measuring the distance around the shape, you can now get your answer by adding every distance around the shape. So that is perimeter. So let's end our work to the slide and end our lesson. So this was the example I did. Say you can measure perimeter quickly by using ruler and tape. Just measure the length of the side directly. So by the time you see the demonstration I did, you do your own in your notebook and do this assignment. So this is the assignment. Go to this page in your new general maths, get this assignment. Just take your ruler and measure the length inside the textbook. You don't need to waste your time. Just measure the length inside the textbook. That's the assignment. Then add all the length, you get your perimeter. So that's all for today's lesson. Thank you so much for watching. Do have a nice day.